As well roll. All right, so let's call the Board of Commissioners meeting to order at 10 o'clock. All those who are able, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, do we have any public here for comment for items not appearing on today's agenda? Seeing none, any additions to the agenda?
None I'm aware.
All right, moving on to the meeting minutes. If they look good, Steve, we'll take a motion.
They look great.
All right, I thought they did too. I'll
All right.
second the motion.
Okay.
All those in favor of approving the minutes from the meeting held on October 7th, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay. Motion carries. All right, we'll move on to our proclamations. We have two important ones today. Proclamation 51, proclaiming October as Cyber Security Awareness Month in Center County. And we have Chad and Tanya from our IT and Computer Services Department here with more details.
Yes, good morning. So 2025 Cybersecurity National Awareness Month campaign serves as a collaborative effort between government and industry to raise awareness about the importance of cybersecurity and to ensure that all Americans have the resources they need to be safe and secure online. So the campaign this year will emphasize personal accountability and stress the importance of taking proactive steps to enhance your cybersecurity in your personal life as well as your workplace. So there are four overarching themes and things that everyone can do to help keep their information safe. First one is to use strong passwords. Recommendation is a minimum of 15 characters, or even use a passphrase, which is several words in a row to make the password longer. Do not reuse passwords across multiple accounts, and consider using a password manager to securely store and help generate passwords. The second thing goes along with passwords, and that's using multi-factor authentication. So those text codes we get, the Duo mobile application, really helps to protect your account because roughly 80% of all breaches involve either a weak credential, an insecure password, or a stolen password. And that second factor really goes a long way to ensuring that even if your credentials are compromised, the bad actor can't access your account. Next one is to recognize and report phishing emails when you see them. So if you get an email, it looks suspicious, doesn't quite feel right, make sure you take that extra moment to review it and really be aware before you click on a link or download an attachment that might put something malicious on your home computer or on your work network. And then the last one you can do is pretty simple, is to update your software. This closes the vulnerabilities in there. And so, clicking that update Chrome browser at the top or doing Windows updates really secures and eliminates those vulnerabilities. So doing those four things are simple actions that everyone can take to help keep their own stuff safe as well as their work stuff safe. So each month, we try to send out awareness stuff to county employees, letting them know their role in cybersecurity and kind of the simple steps that everyone can take to keep themselves safe online.
Great, well, thank you, Chad. Anything you want to add, Tanya?
I will actually add that a majority of people are still using Windows 10 at home, and it's highly recommended that you upgrade that to Windows 11 as end of life for support is today.
I wondered when that was.
I have a question.
Yes.
And it started with your first comment, which is, secure your password. Out of all the possible permutations of passwords out there, normally the average person, when they forget a password and they try a couple different ones, after like a handful of times, it locks you out. How do they find, is it secret squirrel stuff that maybe we're not supposed to know about? But I'm thinking that, how do these generators, or how do they figure out which password is yours? How do they scan all that and not get locked out of the system?
Sure. So
I'm
one of
just
the
curious.
reasons for the lockout is there are things called brute force or dictionary attacks where these computers try thousands of passwords every minute until they reach one. So organizations put on, after 5 attempts, you're locked out for maybe 30 minutes to prevent that, in hopes that, that adversary will then try to go on to another party to try that password, so.
We see, but yeah, you understand my question, though. It's like, if you have a 15 unit password, or you have a 5-unit password, the chances of finding it in a handful of chances is probably pretty minuscule. I'm just, there
Yes.
must be technology out there that usurps the,
Yeah, it gets exponentially, the more characters you add, it gets exponentially harder for those machines to be able to guess the precise combination that you have of that password.
yeah, I just don't know how you'd ever guess. I mean,
Yeah.
there's,
Well,
That's why you make them random and you make them long, so
Right.
prevent
Yeah.
the guessing.
I do know that one of the most common passwords is password 123.
It is, yes.
or that.
Yeah.
Don't use
So,
that one.
Don't use that one. Don't use that one. That's usually the first one they try. Well, appreciate the two of you coming. Obviously, to review for the folks at home. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Proceed very slowly. Maybe pick up the phone and call the phone number, not the phone number on the email, the phone number you either have in your phone or the phone number you have from a quick search. If a prince is contacting you when you're not already royalty, it's probably a scam. And as you mentioned, Chad, there are lots and lots of emails that they look totally right, but as you're reading through it, you're like, something seems off. The logo looks a little funky. This big corporation misspelled a couple of words. Slow down. Review it carefully, and if need be, call a family member or a friend or a business associate and say, hey, oh, I remember, Steve, remember when they were trying to have us urge employees to buy gift cards? That was
Well,
fun.
well, everybody needs a gift card.
You're right, right. So appreciate you coming. Do we have any questions from the press on this important topic? No? All right. Well, unless there's anything else, maybe we should take a
Yeah.
motion and,
I'll make a motion to adopt Proclamation 51, proclaiming October of 2025 as Cyber Awareness Month in Center County, and hope everybody stays safe when they're on their computer and don't do anything silly, and listen to the guidelines that are out there everywhere for internet safety.
yes. I will second the motion. All those in favor of adopting Proclamation 51, proclaiming October as Cyber Security Awareness Month in Center County, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, pose nay. Motion carries. Great. Thanks, Chad and Tanya. Appreciate it. Now, moving on to something both important and, oh, sorry, Chad, Tanya, they still in earshot? Yeah, they're coming back. Forgot the picture.
Oh, yeah.
JJ needs something for the newsletter.
I think you snapped our
my
picture on
fault.
the way back in.
Hop aboard here. It's I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, perfectly.
Look at that stuff.
We just nailed it.
Just
They've
can't
done
do
this
it any
before.
better. 3, 2, 1. Everybody say,
Cybersecurity.
Cyber fun security. Thank you all. All right. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you all.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Keep us safe out there.
Yes.
Yes.
Will.
Hopefully I never need to challenge this. They are getting more and more tricky in that stuff,
They're
though.
definitely getting trickier. All right. So now moving on to our next proclamation, also important, but also fun. We have Proclamation 52, proclaiming October as Down Syndrome Awareness Month in Center County. And we have Eric, is it Ulsh, and a bunch of his friends. So if you'd want to come around to the side here and talk about what you have coming up.
Yeah.
A lot of great events.
And if, I'm gonna say the podium's open, and
Yeah, if anybody wants to
I'll
stand
even
there
give you my
too.
seat here. How about that?
That's okay. So you guys want to squeeze in here? Yeah. So we are from the Center Region Down Syndrome Society. We've been around for about 20 years, and we started as a small family network to offer support for each other. But now we serve over 14 member counties, everything down from Adams up to Potter.
Wow.
The entire rural central Pennsylvania is our group. And our mission is to offer the tools, resources, and support for families with Down syndrome and their friends to really just reach a fulfillment in life and have the things they need. So whether that's purchasing mobility aids for families like wheelchairs and such, we help pay for classes like horseback riding lessons that everyone enjoys, or sometimes it's just a phone call for a new family that found out that they've got a beautiful baby with Down syndrome, and we just do everything we can to help support. We also give back to the community by volunteering as coaches for Special Olympics, and I could go on and on about all the different things we do, but that's our main action.
Is it Rising Hope where they do the horseback riding?
Well, anybody they can choose, they apply for funding.
Oh, okay.
And so wherever
Okay.
it's not limited to one area, but yeah, right. That is a good one though. So
Yeah.
Good folks.
yeah. So
Great.
this and every October is Down Syndrome Awareness Month.
Right, and I believe you have an event coming up on Saturday, October 25th.
That's it. Every year we have an annual Buddy Walk. We've been doing that for about 20 years. It's our main fundraiser of the year. So this year it's going to be at the Delta High School, which is located on Westerly Parkway in State College, part of the State College High campus across from the Welch Pool. And if you wanted to come out from 2 to 5, we'd be happy to have you. We're going to have bounce houses. There's going to be a tattoo artist this year if you want to get a Down syndrome tattoo. We're going to have food, hot coffee, an art room, science zone, so you can do some science if you want to. It's really a lot of fun activity, and of course, always music and dancing for these guys.
Oh,
Yeah. It's important.
Right.
There you go.
What time is the actual walk?
The actual walk is at 3:30. So
3:30.
we're starting at 2 p.m. You can show up and enjoy yourself a little bit. 3:30 we do the walk, which is symbolic, and we're gonna, we get to see each other and celebrate
Yeah.
the community. And then we're gonna keep going until 5. So there's still more food and drinks you can have, or play yard games, cornhole, and all kinds of good family stuff. There's a raffle, so we have some pretty nice items this year. There's you can get a 1-hour massage gift certificate available, food certificates for different community restaurants. So give back to the community,
Yeah.
support our community. It's really a win-win for everyone.
And if you register early enough, you get one of these, right?
Right, that's it. We do have T-shirts available.
Yes.
So you get to support Down syndrome year-round
Yeah.
whenever it matches your color palette.
Give a little love for your many sponsors as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good
Appreciate
community partners. Yeah.
Yeah. Some decent fraction of my T-shirt collection is
Right.
these T-shirts from the Buddy Walk.
Yeah, we've seen you market many of our events, so
Yeah.
I appreciate your support as
Well,
well.
you're welcome.
Everybody here.
You're welcome. Always enjoy it. It's always a great time. Always wonderful music and dancing. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really a great activity.
I do have to ask the question. The tattoo artist, is it a henna tattoo or is it a permanent one?
It is an actual tattoo. If you want
All
to
right.
support the community for the rest of your
Okay.
life, you can take that support wherever you
Wow.
go. We have a set list, so that way we can help as many patrons as possible.
Yeah.
There is a cost for it. We'd love to give the
sure.
art away, but for that money,
Yeah.
and they're donating 100% of that to us as well. So if you really love Down syndrome, you can get a permanent reminder of the event.
All right.
I'm
Hopefully
allergic
something
to-
small and
to,
tasteful.
tattoos, but myself, but
Yes.
Sure.
I support everybody else
Yeah.
out there that might.
Yeah, we are going to have, if you're not wanting something permanent, we also have face painting, so you can come over.
Okay.
if you
There
like-
we go.
All
If
right.
you want to look like a
There.
tiger or something like that.
Well,
that'd
there
be
you
Okay.
go. That's
Yeah.
maybe.
I've seen some good tigers and lions and flamingos and whatnot over the years.
Yeah,
Amy
yeah,
Hyatt.
that's right.
You and I
Yeah.
are going to be tigers.
I was thinking tiger sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
usually end up with 1 or 2 Spider-Mans as well, so
Okay.
it'll be great.
That's
you go.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Is there
Thank you.
anything else your group would like to mention or talk about?
Anything you guys want to mention? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
We always do conventions sometimes. It comes every year. Last year we did all Florida, and I'm coming in Orlando.
So there's a national Down syndrome convention that we often attend. We support family members if they want to go.
Yeah.
Great sense of community. They also have presentations from academics, so you can learn more about things that could help you in your daily life. And Joey said last year was Orlando that we went to for that. So yeah,
So how many people are at that convention? Probably a bunch, huh? A lot.
probably thousands.
Yeah, actually, surprisingly, if you guys did watch the movie, it's better a wrestler who Downs, whatever. It's called Peanut Butter Falcon. She was there.
Peanut Butter
Oh.
Falcon is a movie. It has an actor
Yeah.
with Down syndrome, and I think Shia LaBeouf is the other character.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's we met him at one of the conventions one year.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Very
What
nice.
did you want to say, Aiden?
Okay.
Did you want to mention the Good Day Cafe?
Oh,
One of our good community partners, the Good Day Cafe, is run by Strawberry Fields, but
Yes.
Sure.
So we were doing that downs. So we were doing that. You would come in, ask the bosses with K or Oa. So you would come in, you would put you where you are. So you do like that. So yeah,
Right.
The bosses there support you the way that you are.
yeah.
right. So Good Day Cafe is run by Strawberry Fields. It's on Hamilton Avenue downtown, and they employ a lot of our members with Down syndrome there. Coffee, breakfast, and stuff like that. It's a really great cafe if you've
Yep.
never been there as well.
How's the coffee there?
Oh yeah, good.
Okay.
Good?
Yes, and then you cook foods too. We are what? So I cook. So you,
Oh,
Oh, it's
great.
got to be great then.
so
Yeah.
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 So yeah, I do that. So you eat fun.
Cooked with love.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Anything else anybody wants to bring up that I forgot?
Thank you.
All right. That sounds like everything we have to say today.
Always
But-
enjoy the Good Day Cafe. It's my mother-in-law's favorite place in State College. So
Right.
there.
If you want to reach out to us, it's crdss.org, Center Region Down Syndrome.org, or is our website if you have any questions.
And you've expanded to 14 counties?
It did. It started just as Center County, and mostly families who've been here for 20 years, but lots of rural areas don't have their own group. Higher metro areas have great support systems, so Allegheny, of course, in the Philadelphia area, they've got a lot of members there. But for people in the center region, central Pennsylvania, not south central, but here, it's really sometimes only a few people in the county, so we don't want anyone to be isolated. We're here if you need advice or help, and I'm happy to come and meet you. If you're in a different county, I'll come and we can get coffee together.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be great.
Great.
Do they have events in those other counties as well? And
Not as often. Usually our center region here in the county here is where we do most of the live events.
Okay.
But we're looking to expand into the other markets as well and offer insight events there too.
well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, people from those other counties are more likely to read our emails and send us messages, and we communicate with
Yeah.
them more, electronically.
Yeah.
Then they'll probably come to the Buddy Walk because it's our big annual event.
Nice.
So
Good.
yeah, good
Appreciate
question.
all your
Thank you.
all your service to not only our community but really our region.
Great, thank you.
It's great.
So we've got proclaiming Down Syndrome Awareness Month. We've got the Buddy Walk on Saturday, October 25th, starting between 2 and 5, but the walk's going to be kind of near the middle around 3:30.
3:30. Yep.
Great. Do we have any questions from the press?
Ooh.
No? All right. Well, this is great. So this time I'm not going to forget the picture part. So let's make the motion to adopt the proclamation, and then we'll do a picture.
I will proudly make the motion to proclaim proclamation number 52 of 2025, October 25, as Down Syndrome Awareness Month in Center County. And I think we might take an exception and add the other 13 counties in there too, in case they're
Yes.
not
Sounds
covered.
good.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
get
Governor
everybody in
Shapiro-
there.
Governor Shapiro put a proclamation for the whole state, so we're covered.
Oh, you're good. All
All
right.
right.
Just want to make sure we got all those 14 counties.
Yeah.
So
that's
I will
fantastic.
second the motion. All those in favor of adopting Proclamation 52, proclaiming October as Down Syndrome Awareness Month in Center County and 14 other counties, do so by saying aye.
I freaking I.
Opposed, nay. Yes, motion carries.
We're well covered on that.
Very well covered. All right, let's move everything back around again.
You at Dairy Queen.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
There.
Thanks, man.
Okay. In the middle here.
You wanna go in the middle?
Yeah.
In the middle there.
You guys share that?
Yeah.
Mark and I are usually the thorn between the roses here.
Yeah. Look at it. Oh, all right.
Here, I'll let-
Does that look good?
Oh, that looks great. 3, 2, everyone smile. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Fantastic.
Nice
You
job.
did great.
Celebration.
Thanks for coming.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know you want it.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
See you soon.
See you on the 25th. Hopefully the weather's gonna be nice.
It should be. We'll be indoors if not.
Oh, okay. That's true. We could walk around a gym or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for coming.
It's fantastic.
All right.
Just one second to share that.
Oh, that's all right.
Sure. Oh, no problem.
Or you can hang around if you want.
Yeah, you can watch Jonathan get contracts approved.
We'll see you next year.
Yep.
Oh, that
Thanks.
excitement.
Come on,
They're out of here, Jonathan.
Nate, come on.
Well, actually, maybe sometimes people don't want to go. Having too much fun.
This is the most fun you can have in the county today.
Well, I mean, it's a Tuesday. I suppose something's going on, Steve.
Probably not as fun as this. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Well, he was a bit more interested than the average citizen.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so now, moving on to contracts and authorizations. Jonathan has quite a number of them for us.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
This morning, I'm asking for your consideration and approval of a change order with Watkins Security LLC to relocate 5 access control doors at the interview rooms of MHID, EI, DNA, CYS, and the Office of Aging at the Community Services Building. This change order is in the amount of $13,989.
Great, thanks for covering that, Jonathan. Any questions?
Nope.
No? All right,
We're
we'll
good.
take a motion then.
All right. I'll move to approve the change order with Watkins Security.
I will second the motion. All those in favor of approving the change order with Watkins Security LLC, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay. Motion carries, and now you've got 3 contracts for facilities, Jonathan.
Yes, the first one is a CoStarz contract with TK Elevator for the service and maintenance of 11 elevators across the various county facilities. The contract is a 5-year contract that totals $188,122.10 or $37,624 annually. We have had TK as a vendor for the last 5 years, and we've had great service with them, so we would like to continue that. The next one is a contract with Berkshire Systems Group to provide 1 functional and 1 visual fire alarm inspection at the sheriff's office. The contract is for 1 year at $1,485. And the next one is a contract with SA Communal to provide sprinkler system and fire pump inspections at the Community Services Building. Again, 1-year contract at $2,301.
Great, and just want to stress that first number for the elevator service is a big number, but it's 11 elevators for 5 years.
Correct.
So it's 55 elevator years.
Yes, it's a full encompassing contract that also includes the 3- and 5-year state mandated testing.
Oh, good.
So there won't be any other costs associated with those, pending no major repairs are needed on the elevators.
Any questions?
No, I think that seems reasonable, and we all know the importance of elevator safety, so-
Yeah, especially if you end up getting stuck in one.
Or
That's not
worse.
what you want, yeah.
or worse.
Well, let's not talk about worse.
Yeah. All right, I guess I will make the motion to add facilities items 1 through 3 to next week's consent agenda.
I will second the motion. We have a motion and a second to add the 3 facilities items to next week's consent agenda. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay. Motion carries, and then you've got an item for the correctional facility.
Yes, the next item is a approval of a purchase and installation of a new garage door and opener, as well as the associated materials to replace a failed garage door in the Sally Port at the correctional facility. This totals $17,924. We had a catastrophic failure of one of the entry doors that makes it irreparable. So this is a very needed item for the
Yeah.
correctional facility.
Well, things do wear out.
Yes, it was an original door that's 20 years old,
Well, all
so
right. We got our
we've
our
got
money's
good
worth.
life out
And
of it.
those doors are very large.
Oh, yeah.
They are. This is a 14-foot by 12-foot doors.
Yeah, has to be able to take ambulances, et cetera.
Yes.
Big door. Any questions on this one?
No, I would make the motion to add the contract with Overhead Door Company to next week's consent agenda.
I will second the motion. All those in favor of adding the contract with the Overhead Door Company of Nittany Valley to next week's consent agenda, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Great. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and now, there she is. We have Leah of Children and Youth Services with the contract for a company with a cute name.
Yes. Good morning. I am here this morning to request for your consideration the approval of a contract with EduPlaystation Station to provide childcare for children in foster care. Our contract total is for $10,000, funded by the state at $8,000 and the county share at $2,000 for a period of July 1, 2025 to June 30th of 2026. So this would allow us to have a foster child attend that daycare and be able to pay for those services for them.
Great. Could you say the company name again so Steve and I can make the motion
Oh, no, I can,
properly? You think you
I
got
can
it?
cover, I got
It
it.
trips
you got
me
it?
up a little bit, so I'm sorry about that.
I'm ready.
All
So
right, if you're ready, then
Okay.
no questions.
I would make the motion to add the contract with EduPlation Station to next week's consent agenda.
Got it on the
Okay,
first try.
I will second the motion. All those in favor of adding the contract with EduPlation Station to next week's consent agenda, do so by saying aye.
Aye. Is
Opposed,
it
nay.
like conjunction,
Motion carries.
junction?
Yeah, what a conjunction junction, what's your function?
Yeah, it's sort of like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there's the one about I'm only a bill.
Yeah,
Those-
or that.
Those were some good cartoons.
Ammonia motion.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Great, thank you very much, Leah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, and then hopefully we've got, there's Faith with an environmental review for one of our affordable housing projects.
All right, good morning. So we're almost to the finish line here. I believe this is the last one that I'll have to present to you. This is the environmental review for Strawberry Fields. This is for their Fairweather Lodge 2 project, which houses up to 4 individuals that have some sort of mental health diagnosis. They can live independently, but just need some additional support. So this, again, is part of our package of closing out the ERAP 2 money. That ended on September 30th and will be closed out officially by the end of the calendar year.
That's wonderful. Again, we'd like to thank our numerous partners for the ERAP 2 affordable housing projects. Knock on wood, everything seems to be going fairly smoothly. Those projects had very tight time deadlines and a lot of paperwork involved.
Sure did.
So glad we've been able to get most of those across the finish line now. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
I would make the motion to approve the environmental review for Strawberry Fields Fairweather Lodge project.
I will second the motion. All those in favor of approving the environmental review for Strawberry Fields, Inc., do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, nay. Motion carries. Great, thanks,
All right,
Faith.
thank you very much.
All right, and then we have, just 2 items for MHID,
Well, there she
EI,
is.
drug and alcohol.
Here I is.
Yes.
Just 2 items today. The first is a contract addendum for Eagle Ridge Personal Care Home LLC to allow additional fundings to provide mental health housing support services. They've taken a placement through our CHIP funding for an individual who's coming back from the state hospital. Their maximum allocation will increase from $35,000 to $115,000, and that's mostly state funding. The county match portion is $5,316, and this is for last fiscal year, July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. And that's specific funding that we received from the state for those individuals. The second is a contract renewal with Service Access and Management, Inc. to provide mental health services, specifically our emergency crisis delegate services. They've been providing this service for us for the last few years. Actually, it's probably been closer to 10 years. We look to have them continue doing that in the new fiscal year. The contract total is $148,434. Most of that is state funding. The county match portion is $6,843 and is for the time period July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026.
Well, great, thanks, Kathy. We appreciate the work for Service Access and Management. That's a 24/7, 365 and a quarter
Yes.
job. And obviously, Eagle Ridge is a very close partner of the county for the residential services.
Yes.
Any questions on that?
No, two great organizations that we're proud to support. And with that, I would make the motion to add MHID items 1 and 2 to next week's consent agenda.
I will second the motion. All those in favor of adding the MHID EI drug and alcohol items 1 and 2 to next week's consent agenda, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, nay. Motion carries. Great, thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and we do have a decent-sized consent agenda today, but actually appears to be mostly contracts for MHID,
Well,
drug and
yeah,
alcohol.
coincidentally enough, Strawberry Fields, Eagle Valley
Yeah.
Personal Care Home.
Yeah,
Yeah, most of our partners across the.
Youth Service Bureau, a lot
Yeah.
of them.
In Penn State,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of good folks on here. All right, I would make the motion to approve this week's consent agenda.
I will second the motion. All those in favor of approving this week's consent agenda, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay. Motion carries. All right, moving on to the check run. Looks like it's just a pinch under $1 million, $919,784.19. And I'll have the check of the week be our foster families, which were mentioned earlier under one of the contracts. Very much appreciate what they do for the youth of Center County. And of course, we're always looking for not only more people to be foster families, but people to support the foster families for respite care, for running errands, mowing lawns, things of that nature to help make being a foster parent a bit easier than it might otherwise be. All right, unless there's any questions, I think I'll make the motion on this one. I'll make the motion to approve the check run dated October 10th.
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the check run dated October 10th. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. All right, and then I believe John Fronick does have an administrator's report for us for the prior quarter.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. Just as a brief recap, the BOC passed Resolution 1 of 2025, which allows the county administrator to execute any financial documents such as purchase orders, invoices, reimbursement requests, etc., not to exceed $32,500 for the year 2025. And this can only be done in those circumstances where funding for such has been approved and allocated within the county's annual budget. Similarly, expenditures of no more than $32,500 may be authorized using contingency operating funds earmarked in the current year's budget. And then if there is an emergency situation, the administrator can act up to $100,000 and then seek ratification by the board at the very next meeting. Furthermore, Resolution 1 authorizes the county administrator to execute any and all documents related to grants after the initial resolution or authorization by the board to apply for such grant has been taken place. Overall, there were 41 such authorizations performed during the third quarter of 2025, with individual monetary values ranging from zero cost to $30,000. Of the 41 authorizations, 14 were software tech-related services or renewals valued at $152,328.19. 5 tech hardware or office machine items costing $6,856.77. 19 items were associated with human services with a total amount of $174,690. 2 items were approved for legal consultation services costing a total of $20,000, and there was 1 insurance-related item approved at no cost. It was an application for a cyber risk coverage. Grand total of all contractual expenditures authorized by the administrator in quarter 3 of 2025 was $353,874.96. There were also 6 purchase orders that were approved for budgeted items comprised of trash cans for the new CSB facility, a workstation, shelving, door locks, rock salt, and ice melt in preparation for wonderful weather that's coming our way.
Stop.
And a sewage grinder pump. These items totaled $48,846.32. And this completes quarter 3 administrator's report.
Great, well, thanks, John, and thanks for taking a bit of the load off both the commissioners and our agenda items. So appreciate that. I think now we can move on to the voters registration report, and thanks, Steve, for
Yeah, we're gonna have
getting
to
that
dust off these
organized.
skills here a little
Yeah.
bit. That's all right, I'll figure it out. This morning, we have a total of 101,851 registered voters in Center County. It comprises 41,241 Democratic registrations, 160 Green Party, 558 Libertarian. We have 15,801 no affiliation and 42,079 Republican registrants. And if you add 2,012 other smaller parties in, you get that total of 101,851. I'm going to take the liberty this morning of recognizing one of the minor parties.
Oh, you like to do that, yes.
And the one I think is most appropriate for my little window in the sun here is the Halloween party in Center
Oh, we got
County.
one.
The
Oh, okay.
Halloween party has one registered
All
voter
right.
here in Center County, and we'd like to recognize them as their time is coming. So
There it
there
is.
you go.
And it's right before the election, too, so.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
So get out and vote.
yes.
So we have the precinct feature this week is Precinct 19, which is State College South 1. And in the last election, there were a total registered number of voters of 1,336. There were 157 ballots cast, which led to a voter turnout percentage of 11.75. And we want to thank all the folks at Precinct 19 for giving it their all in the last election, and we'll be seeing you very, very soon again. So
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah, and that moves us right into the announcements, which is the last day to register to vote for the November 4th election is October 20th, pretty much a week away from now.
Yipper.
And the last day to apply for a mail-in or civilian absentee ballot, once you are a registered voter, is October 28th. So right on top of the election, and even though it's an odd-numbered year, lots of very important positions on your ballot, and it is a two-sided ballot, so please do try to remember to turn it over.
Yep.
Lots of local electeds, lots of school board positions, and a
judges.
number of statewide and even local, one local judge. Yes, so a lot of important things there. All right, moving on, John, do we have any executive sessions to report or hold?
No executive sessions to report or hold.
All right. Moving on to the remainder of our public meeting schedule, it's budget season. So.
What?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, you know it, Steve. You know, it's your favorite time of the year.
Well, I know.
Budget
But
season.
nobody else has a budget. Why do we have any?
I know. Well, it's because
Just ask.
tradition.
Okay,
We've
all right.
done this
all
for
right,
225 years
All right,
on
just ask-
time.
just
You
asking,
got to keep
you know.
doing it.
Okay.
So
We will do that then.
we will do that. So today, we have a budget work session at 11 o'clock, and then a longer budget work session starting at 1. And then tomorrow, Wednesday the 15th, we have a budget work session at 9, at 10, and a longer one again at 1 o'clock. Then on Thursday, October 16th, we'll take a very short break from budget sessions and have the Board of Commissioners and Salary Board meeting combined at 10, and then right back to budget work sessions at 1 o'clock.
Oh, man.
When you do 52 different things, it's a lot of meetings. And we do want to thank all of our department heads and row officers and county administration, the controller's office, the treasurer's office, and the finance department, who are all working together to put together a budget that has lots and lots and lots of moving parts to it.
Yes.
Yes.
It has to be approved by the end of the year.
Has to be approved by the end of the year for, I think at that point, it'd be the 226th year in a row,
Yeah, there you go.
on time.
Did they do budgets in
Every time.
1800?
It sounds like they did.
Okay.
As we found out, the county was organized in the earlier part of the year that year.
Okay.
So obviously they had some sort of budget to
Okay.
at least pay for the sheriff somehow.
That's right.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of other county stuff going on at that point, although actually I think they did run an election yet that year too, so,
I believe so.
yeah. So definitely was some work, even 225 years ago.
So the question really is,
Yeah.
before they organized it in 1800, did
Yeah.
they have a budget going in, or did they figure it out as they went along?
I'm guessing they probably just copied part of the budget from the counties that they were part of at the time. I think
Okay.
they
Well,
made
just,
us
you
up
know,
out of 2 or 3 other
The
counties.
kind of questions you ask
Yeah,
when you're getting started.
well, we
In the
could
county
always,
business.
we could always ask Chad. I'm sure there's a
There's probably precedent for it
a
somewhere.
banker's box full of paper somewhere
So this
that
is-
has it in there.
This is year 225.
But this upcoming year will be 226.
Right. And I'm just thinking that if they would have, in the first year, if they would have started early, like we have
Yeah.
to, they would have gotten it done before they would have organized, I bet.
They might have been working on it. I'm sure they knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Good to
Great.
know.
Yeah.
If they can do it, we can do it.
We can definitely do it. We've done it a number of times. We'll just keep going.
All right, thank you.
Any questions from the press?
So what's the mentality, the message the department has with so much uncertainty with the state and federal budget in terms of planning next year's budget?
Well, it's not easy. Obviously, we do appreciate having the Human Services Block Grant because it does give us flexibility to move money between the Human Services Department, but unfortunately, I think we're 15 years of no increase in that funding. And county population is up and needs are up, so that part's not easy. I think we're just going to have to assume that at some point, the state budget crisis will be over, and the counties and the human service agencies and the school districts and a broad variety of other deserving groups will finally begin to receive funding. Hopefully, of course, the federal budget resolves as well because much of the state money for human services started out as federal money.
I think it's safe to assume that flat funding is where we have to work from. And, if there are adjustments we need to make throughout the course of the year, we'll make them. If we have to revise the budget as we go, either up or down. So we have that opportunity. And as Mark indicated, the block grant for human services really helps out because we can move those dollars around and make them a little more flexible than years past. So I don't suspect that we'll probably do anything different than we traditionally have, other than we have to be mindful that the resources and the increases probably shouldn't be accounted for at this point. And if we have to adjust for them throughout the course of the year, then we do that.
Is the county drawing out of, I always get the term wrong, I call it surplus, but fund balance money going to pay bills now?
Reserve.
Yeah,
Reserve, that's
we've been drawing a lot of money out of our reserve, as we mentioned. Just the check run this week's almost $1 million, and a large fraction of that is human services funding. And $1 million check run is on the smaller side now for county government. They're usually averaging more like $2.5 million.
So far, for Center County, no cutbacks in services or personnel?
So far, no cutbacks on services or personnel. We've budgeted very pessimistically, have a fair bit of contingency money in there. And so near as we tell, we look at it again every month, but near as we can tell, we are going to be able to make it to December 31st before we run out of money. At that point, of course, we could take out a tax and revenue anticipation note to cover expenses and payroll to make it until April when local property taxes start coming in again. But unfortunately, we did have money in our budget coming in from money market interest. That's not happening now. And if we do end up having to borrow money in January, the state's not going to reimburse us for the interest costs on that borrowing.
Thank you.
So great series of questions, Gary. Anything from Tim?
Yeah, I know at the ribbon cutting for the community services building, you mentioned that parking would be kind of an issue that you were going
Yes.
to address next. Has there been any movement on that?
We've been working on it. Unfortunately, it looks like we might not hit the weather window, so we may have to put up the retaining wall in the parking lot in that area next spring. We're hopeful, though, that if we get all of the construction equipment cleared off of the spaces it's currently covering, that we should be able to alleviate some of the parking issues there and, knock on wood, hopefully even open up the senior center.
And since we're several weeks out from that ribbon cutting, just how's the reception been so far for the building?
We're hearing a lot of good feedback from the citizens. They love being able to come to one location and knock out all of their different visits. I know the veterans are very appreciative of having a waiting room, a waiting area that also accommodates the handicap so that they're not literally sitting in a hallway waiting for their next turn. And I know the elections department has been very happy to have purpose-built space. And we are saving some money because we're able to train the hundreds of different election volunteers in a specialized room for it. So it's been going quite well. I know county employees are pretty happy too, because especially if you were in the Willow Bank, it was tight quarters, and there weren't nearly enough meeting rooms.
And then last thing, just wanted to get your reaction to Penn State's trustees deal that could save WPSU that they did yesterday.
Right. Well, I think most people are pretty happy about it. I think it's more positive for the region, in part for the news gathering, in part for the programming, especially educational children's programming. Also, it's several dozen jobs as well. But obviously, from the citizen standpoint, from what I've been reading in the news articles, the local community needs to come up with something like $8 million over the next couple of years in donations to keep it open. And that's several times what donations had been in the past.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else? No? All right. Ready to make a motion to adjourn then, Steve?
I will make that motion to adjourn.
All right, I will second the motion. All those in favor of adjourning at 10:46, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, pose nay. Motion carries. And we got a couple minute break.